secret of getting your prayers answered is to be dedicated and to be completely serious with what you want.
The secret of getting your prayers answered is first believing that your prayers will be answered.
When you ask for your prayer, believe that it's going to be answered. And if it's not answered, if it doesn't come to be, you ought to be very disappointed, and it ought to be unexpected.
I don't think there is a secret to getting your prayers answered. You just you have faith and you ask, and if you're supposed to get it, then they get answered.
You have to build a relationship through love with God, and once you have that done, your prayers get answered much quicker because you're friends with God. He's your pal.
I was once told that when you pray, your prayers are most likely to be answered if you pray for other people first and then you pray for your own needs.
Well, the secret of getting your prayers answered is believing that you're going to get what you ask for.
The secret of getting your prayers answered is praying to get your prayers answered?
We bring American college students. Every year we bring a few hundred college students come, and in the universities in the United States, they're being brainwashed. So if we ask them, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? 4 out of 5 will say no. No, they don't believe in a personal God who listens to prayers, maybe some power or something, but they don't believe in God. So if you argue with them, you show them the evidence, and you can change their minds, but they'll promptly forget it. Promptly forget it. You know, arguing with people is a very bad way of getting them to see something that they're not interested in. But what we do today is we ask them, tell me, did you ever pray? This is American college students. Did you ever pray in your life? Did you ever pray? 100% raise their arm. They all prayed. 100 kids, 100 arms go up. Everybody prays. Then we ask them, tell me, one time in your life, did you feel that the Almighty answered your prayer? Did it ever happen? You asked for something, and sure enough, the Almighty did it for you. 4 out of 5 say yes. Do you get that? 4 out of 5 say they don't believe in God, and then 4 out of 5 say God answered their prayer. So if you ask them, you tell them, oh, what's the matter with you? How can you say that you don't believe in God and you tell me God answered your prayer? It's a bit of a contradiction, yeah? For sure, they see it's a contradiction, but all you succeeded in doing is getting them confused, because that's really what they are. They're confused. Everybody prays, and then they go out and say they don't believe in God. That itself is a confusion. Yeah, got to make up your mind. What are you praying? But you don't want them confused. So what do? Today we ask them, you said God answered your prayer. You said God answered. You said God answered. And 5 guys, Jews, and they stand up to it. Yeah, that's right. God answered my prayer. So we say to them, what'd you pay him? How'd you get him to do what you asked him? You know, there's 6 billion people on the phone. How'd you get his attention? Why in the world would he do what you asked him to do? Does that mean that he loves you? Does that mean that he loves you? They all agree. You're right. That means that God loves you. So, you see, once they say God loves me, then they don't deny that they believe in God anymore. Once you know that God answered your prayer, if you hold on to it, then you know he loves you. Then you know it's pretty silly to wait until you get a pinch again. Anybody who's got a pinch, anybody who's in trouble, there's no atheist in a foxhole. If you're in trouble, if God forbid your child is sick, your parents are sick, your business is going down the drain, there's something horrible happening, you pray. Then the Almighty does you a favor and he answers you, and then what do? You just forget about it. That's a mistake. So, you want your prayers answered, then pay attention that God loves you.
I haven't really prayed by the book, but I've looked up and kind of asked for some help with certain things or certain issues.
You know, I pray for all different types of things. It's a matter of what's important to me at the time. You know, I've prayed for, you know, winning the lottery, to you know, get in a nice car for my parents for my birthday.
I have prayed before, and I've prayed for the health of my family, the health of the people that I love.
Like, I pray for stupid little things, like, oh God, please help me stop eating so much.
I pray for my health, for my wealth, for my family, friends, for everything to go right.
I pray for nice life.
I pray for whatever I need. Then that's what I pray for.
Lately I've been praying for my character defects. That my character defects, I can harness my character defects and turn them around and have the correct character aspect that I'm looking for.
Once I prayed for my sister to get married and to find her soulmate, and she did.
I really prayed hard that I should find my wife, and I found the right one for me.
I prayed for children, and thank God I have 2 beautiful little girls.
I prayed once that I would get let back into school after I got kicked out, and I got let back in.
Well, back in high school, I had the game-winning free throw shot, and I prayed pretty hard that that would go in.
I don't think I've really had my prayers answered.
Every day my prayers are answered. That I'm safe, I'm healthy, and I'm happy.
I think all my prayers are still in process of being answered because these are things that I'm still asking for.
I just recently got a job, and I was praying for a while that I would get a job. So I mean, whether or not it was related to my prayers, I'm not sure. But I like to think it was. That's why I continue to pray, because I think that they are answered.
Now, I've asked many people, tell me about when your prayer was answered. Tell me about that time that the Almighty answered your prayer. And there's one line running through all of them. And that line is, that's when they were really praying. Meaning, they really needed something. They really were counting on God. They were really approaching Him. See, a lot of times we say a prayer, it's like a one-arm bandage. You know what a one-arm bandage is? A slot machine. Put it in a quarter, pull it, you lost. Another quarter, another quarter. After 5 quarters, you give it a kick, and you go to the next machine. God isn't a slot machine. If you mean it, and you're talking to Him, and you know He loves you, and you're counting on Him, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised because then you're not real with Him. Don't be surprised. He's there. He loves you. He has the power. He'll help you.